This is another poem about somebody I met here, right here in Singapore, when I was taking a walk through the park one day somewhere in Ang Mo Kio, and I saw a bunch of people cutting trees. I guess we'll call them woodcutters here. And it was interesting, so I sat down and talked to one of them while he was cutting the tree, so I wasn't, losing his labor. And I think many times we live in such a busy city that we don't really stop to think about what other people's lives are like, more so, people who are not natives here. And it's really interesting because, everyone has a story, every one of you. Probably people sitting here have more interesting stories than I do, just that we don't often have the space or the opportunity or the ability to tell it. So this is his story. This is called The Woodcutter. Mokhtar, Hossan, Mokhul, Hassan, Faraze. There is thunder in that name, rumbling down unpaved roads. When he failed provincial exams for college at 18, it rained all night in the village of his father, who left him an early inheritance, a plane ticket to Singapore. Mokhtar wears his safety helmet to pose for a picture, afraid the camera would betray his callousness. He hefts the chainsaw like a gun, bits of wood curl and spit from the screaming teeth, set on edge like an argument. Far away from the mountains of his village, he stands in a lesser forest with no 2-hour naps after a rise and dal. The sun is distant, like everyone outside his rented room of dusky brothers. There is little here of home, no reed mat to sleep on. He shudders with the saw's recoil as it bites the stump with something less than respect. Mokhtar believes this is the anger of cities, that machines are the colder face of our hearts. Back home he used circular saws, 2 men pushing and pulling for hours with honest sweat. And after, he counts the age of each felled tree, each ring a mark of the years upon this eroding earth, waiting for death. His wife is heavy with their fork, but money from one tree here is worth 100 or more in Bangladesh. Strange how trees suffer the same fate as human labor. Mokhtar, Hossan, Mokhul, Hassan, Faraze lays his head on the still warm road in the evening, dreams of cups of chai brought by huris with the faces of his god, before the pickup truck from Sunhuat Landscaping Private Limited returns, and he lays his saw to rest for the day.